think of my dance, dude?
What's going on, fellas?
Let's go on Tooch.
It's cool, man. I met him in person. I finally get to be on air with this dude.
P to the MF and J. I got to be on a show with PJ. I already met Foster. I met him at the Aldo Shindig.
Man,
Yep.
Tooch is the man.
What's going on, fellas? There's
What
PJ.
is up,
Look at
Tuccini?
that dressed up in that picture.
What do you think of my dance?
I love it. I was laughing when I logged on to the YouTube at about 8:30, whatever, when you guys started. So I kind of had it in the background while I was putting videos in for the girls until they fell asleep. And so I've been listening. So
I'm trying to find something that's not like. Is that wetter than the last one?
and the World Fair.
So what's the news about the mandatory training camp there, Tooch?
Yeah, there's a famous quote from Peyton Manning, who said the window for throwing passes in the pros is a lot smaller than the window in college, and I think by all accounts the reports from training camp say that Justin Fields is threading the needle, finding that smaller hole, finding that smaller window for the passing game. And we may be down our two of our top receivers, while they recover from injury. It says University of Okoboji, which is it's actually a really cool story.
What do you go ahead and I can hear my wife from the other room. What do you have to say, Kitty?
Hi, Kitty.
From Iowa.
Yeah, so she knows.
I had major debauchery at Lake Okoboji. Major. It can't be aired. No.
Can't be aired.
Randy doesn't even know. No.
The Iowa Great Lakes, really pretty up
Sorry.
there.
Baby doesn't know.
West Okoboji, the town of West Okoboji is a lot of fun with Arnold's.
You mean you never told me about that story?
No.
Iowans have been going there for 100 years to party. And it had the reputation of being a college town without a college.
Exactly.
So some people started this University of Okoboji shirts and stuff, and there was no college. And the team mascot is the Phantoms, because there's no, it's a ghost college. So I also have a Fighting Phantoms T-shirt too in my closet from when I went up there for a long weekend. Had a blast. The water's beautiful.
Is the Regal Beagle still there?
I don't think so.
Oh, my cousin used to bounce there, and he got us. And when we
there was a really nice dock.
The Regal Beagle, isn't that from the Three's Company?
It is, but they called it the Regal Beagle. It was a strip club.
It might be there. It wasn't not the kind of place I would go to with my family, but
I just said, Kitty, when you tell us some secrets.
Maybe after he puts him to sleep, but not with the family.
I've said too much. I gotta go.
I'm gonna go. Wait, what the fuck happened over there?
But yeah,
so Kitty, what was
what kind of major debauchery?
It's a fun town. If you ever get the chance, I know it's hard to get to. It's up in the northwest corner of Iowa, and bordering. One of the lakes is halfway in Minnesota. So
I'll snip it out.
There's 3 lakes. They call them Iowa Great Lakes. They're all glacier spring fed. Nice clear water.
Now you're actually from Illinois, though, right, Tooch?
What's that? Am I? Yeah, my hometown's Naperville, Illinois, but I live in Des Moines now. But I moved out here.
Right. So
I love it. I love it out here.
You want the stadium to be in Naperville?
The what? The stadium.
Yeah.
Mammy's right on. I mean, I was you could if you saw me in the backstage there, I was nodding my head because Naperville doesn't have it. So I want to use the old Amico campus, and right off the bat, that's a bad idea because I don't know if a lot of people died of like brain tumors at the Amico from all the testing and chemicals and researching they were doing over there. That was a huge story.
Yeah,
Go back and
look
look it up.
Government wants it put there then.
Yeah, I mean, they raised that place. They're going to be leaving some Fighting Phantoms behind. There's I mean, I don't know about I think there's plenty of room. That campus is pretty big. It's right off of Interstate 88. It's almost Lisle, Illinois, and you can. I think you fit, more than just a stadium there. Parking for sure. Don't know whether. Arlington Heights, they want to have a whole mixed use, commercial stadium, possibly a casino. But I don't think Naperville would have that much room, but I'm in agreement with Mammy that Waukegan will make it. Lakefront will be spectacular. You got plenty of room. There's 2 highways. They even have their own metro stop. Plus, they have their own airport.
It's practically North Chicago.
Yeah,
North Chicago, Waukegan.
It's almost Wisconsin.
Yeah,
it's almost Wisconsin. But that it makes a lot of sense. House Hall's nearby. A lot of players live up that way. And to me, that would make the most sense. But if I know the Bears and Kevin Warren, it's probably a lot of puffery to try and get the best deal they can out of Arlington Heights. They've already spent money on the property there, but it's not like they couldn't sell the property. They could sell it. I'm sure somebody could put condos and an entertainment district, restaurants, bars in that same spot and do just fine. There's plenty of companies who would, give the Bears back their $200 million and develop it. So,
and even whatever cost it takes to demolish the stadium, I think they would get back from the sale of it just by sitting on it for a couple of years. Are you in Foster's house right now? You got the
I got flies in here. The girls were going back and forth outside and inside and landing a bunch of freaking flies. There's like 2 or 3 of them in here.
Are you at Foster's house right
See,
now?
Dan,
I was up in his house last week.
I had moss.
The girls. My mom lives across the way here. Apartments. The girls sometimes slip over to grandma's, and I'm gonna roll up some here so you can't catch me. The cat will catch these things eventually.
That's true.
She is good, man. She's like jumping through the air, grabbing them, eating them. So it won't take long. Terminator will be.
PJ is scared of cats.
I'm not scared.
He's terrified.
I just don't like them.
You're scared of him, PJ.
My cat is so sweet. She sleeps like she loves the girls. She's just so sweet. Yeah. She's going to be 13, so she's kind of an old cat, really friendly.
She's getting up there, huh?
Yeah, but getting back to Fields and Fields. Look, this I talked about it on Bare Their Souls, but the path to the Pro Bowl for Justin Fields is wide open. There's no Aaron Rodgers. There's no Tom Brady in the NFC. You want to say all pro Justin Fields. I'm looking for the casino that has that bet. I'm bet it right now. I think he's a lock to make all pro or Pro Bowl. Whatever bets out there.
What is? I mean, does even saying Pro Bowl mean anything anymore? It's when you say all pro, it really means the most. Even over Pro Bowl before it was the Pro Bowl, it means more than the Pro Bowl. So
I'm just looking to make money off it. I just put in a bet for the Cincinnati Reds to win the NL Central today.
So what do you think is what Justin Fields' numbers are going to be this year, Tooch? Like touchdowns, interceptions, yards.
Over under 4,000 yards.
I'm going to say under. I'm looking at 3,600. I think that's a fair number.
Passing?
Yeah, passing. Rushing, no question he get to 1,000. Do they want him to get to 1,000? That's another question. But if I were talking about passing touchdowns, I think you get to 30. I don't think that's going to be a problem.
You think you get to 30 this year?
I think he'll get to 30 for sure. Maybe. I think it's good. I mean, look, he didn't have bad numbers last year. I don't remember what it was. He didn't throw that many picks. I don't think. I know it was, he had some games
17 and 7 was it? Was
something like that. Yeah. So I mean, he talked and ran a lot, but Mitch made the Pro Bowl. I mean, the thing about the Pro Bowl is that it's an actual game, and guys opt out of it all the time. That's the thing. It ain't like what people want, All Pro is just the writer's recognition, or that, hey, look, I was an All Pro last year. Give me an extra $10 million in my contract.
Right.
And another thing we touched on is that when it comes time, Justin Fields is going to break the bank for quarterback contracts.
You think so?
No
I
question.
do.
Of course he is.
We
He'll
talked
be the
about
highest.
this with Aldo.
Well, I think it depends on what he does. I mean, so far he hasn't. Again, I ain't trying to be Debbie Downer, but I'm just going by what's been shown so far. So far he hasn't. I'm hoping to kill him.
I don't want to end up like Mike Pence on this video.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm hoping he gets to that level. I'm just real curious to see how it develops. That's why I'm asking you, basically, what do you think his number is going to be this year, given the weapons he actually does have?
Yeah, I have to look and see what the books are offering, because as you know, those guys they're so sharp, man. It's so hard to get in. But I'll tell you, the Cincinnati Reds are in second place, man. Today was plus 850. I put $20 and I make $200. It's almost, But the over under for wins for the Bears 7.5.
Really?
I think that's a fair number, because I mean, for me, I look at the schedule and I say there's about 7 to 11 wins for the Bears out there. There's obviously some games they're not going to win. The Chiefs being one of them, the Lions probably one of them for sure. But I looked at the schedule. I think there's 11 wins out there for them. So
I hopped on with
you were on that show with us, right? Yeah,
and we were talking about our 11-6 prediction, and we kind of ran down it and came up with the same thing.
Yep.
Aldo's pretty good, 14-3. Did he tell you that? Did he tell that to you guys?
I posted. I sent it to you, Tooch. I posted all those. What did I put? Is Aldo a homer or something like that?
Yeah, we're all fucking homers. So
No, Aldo really is a homer, is what I put, because he went 14-3, Tooch.
You have to keep in mind that this is a young team still, and that's gonna probably lead to some missteps. It's gonna cost them a couple games, but like you saw last year, a missed extra point cost them the Dolphins game, right?
Right.
Or Lions game, I mean. But the receivers, look, I know you guys were talking about Chase Claypool, and I haven't been a fan of the trade, mostly because I think we could have gotten, something a lot better with that. What essentially turned out to be a first-round pick, the very last pick of the first round, even though it happened on day 2. But whether or not we took a wide receiver with that, you control day 2 with that top of the day pick. So you want somebody. The offers are coming in just like they came in for the first round of the first pick of the first round and coming in there. But we could have done a little bit more. Like PJ, I'm a fan of the Bears draft picks this year, and then they signed 2 draft picks today: Ravon Dexter, and Tyreek Stevenson, and the cornerbacks that they signed. Obviously, a hedge against Jalen Johnson leaving and Kyler Gordon not working out. You never have enough quarterbacks and pass rush to me is I know, motherfucker. I think I got him. Anyways, I mean, now today comes reports that not only does Chase Claypool have soft tissue injuries, which can lead to lingering injuries throughout the season,
right?
But he quote today from, I think it was Mark Silverman or whatever his name is. Is that his name?
Yeah,
Steve Silverman or Mark Silverman, whatever his
Mark
name
Silverman.
is. Mark Silverman says reported that he's not the most motivated of players,
Yeah.
And I mean, look, he had a great rookie year. Really hasn't done much since then. Maybe he's just a big, fast guy that is prone to injury and doesn't really understand how to get open. Now, you take a player like DJ Moore, who does know how to get open. And then now they've signed Tyler Scott, who's got the quicks to get open, no question. Not only that, but Tyler Scott is going to put players like Velus Jones out of a job. If Jones doesn't do something, not only can Tyler Scott play the slot, he can play outside. He can also return punts and kicks. So what do you need Velus Jones for? If he doesn't show anything.
Isn't Velus like 6'1" and Tyler's like 5'8", 5'9", 5'10"?
Yeah, he's a little guy.
Yeah, he's a little guy. So
Tyler Lockett is a little guy on the Seahawks.
He's meatier though. I mean, he got some muscle to him. Whereas
let's give Tyler Scott a year in a NFL weight program though before we make a gotcha, you motherfucker. Fucking.
This episode, Tooch is killing flies.
If I could be a
Dude,
fly on the wall.
I was doing moths like 4 weeks ago, so we're good.
Yeah, we're good. Must be a BCP thing. come on the show, get attacked by insects. But yeah,
crickets and DJs next week.
I look, Darnell Mooney's coming back from a catastrophic injury that happened towards the latter part of the season. Chase Claypool has soft tissue injuries. Thank God that Ryan Poles made the genius move to acquire DJ Moore, because otherwise the season would look a lot like last season. Because DJ Moore is a player. That's a player that you give up a first or second round pick for. Chase Claypool, I've always maintained that you could have gotten him for the third, man.
Just going to ask you about that. You've never really been a fan of that trade.
Well, I mean, I think we overpaid, and I'm happy to go back and say, look, maybe we didn't overpay, but I don't. I mean, I would love to have had a guy. Look at the guys we could have gotten from this draft that are lighting it up out there. We could have gotten in the top of the second round wide receiver. Or you want to. There's still pass rushers or offensive linemen out there.
Right.
We could have we could have gotten one of the centers. Right.
Right. What do you think about them going after Hopkins? Do you think that's a possibility, or do you think it's a possibility for one, and for two, if it was, how do you think it would work out?
Would I love to have Nook? Yeah, but it's not Pole's style to hire to sign an older player at that cost. It's going to cost a lot for Hopkins, and Hopkins probably at his age, he's spent his career in Houston, on some bad teams.
Yeah.
And he went to Arizona, hoping to make some music with Kyler Murray, and that didn't work out. Murray got injured pretty quick, but
right.
Yeah,
we're making a little bit of music with him though.
Yeah, made a little bit, but all reports are he's probably going to sign with Belichick.
Really?
That's where it's looking like. The Patriots and the Rams, I think, are the other team. Man, signs with the Rams, man. That's a nice little wide receiver duo there, Hopkins and Cup. Yeah, watch out. But yeah,
the Rams aren't a destination anymore, are they?
I don't know. That's what I read today. I think it was the Rams and no, I'm sorry, it's the Titans.
No,
the Titans and the Patriots. And why would you pick the Titans? I mean, they don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, but I just read that there's no deal there with either one of them.
Not yet.
He walked out of Tennessee. As of today. But Tennessee looks like they're saying now that that's probably not going to happen. It would swing more to the Patriots, but then they said even today that he left and there was nothing announced of anything. So that's where they're at right now. And somebody also had mentioned besides Cliff something about Cleveland too. So.
Cliff would that would make sense for him to go back and play with Deshaun Watson.
Ooh,
I don't know,
they were
D-Hop,
buddies too.
I don't think he's washed up, man. He can still get open. He's got the top 10 best hands in the NFL at least.
Yeah.
If he did come here, man, we'd have to get rid of somebody with some cash flow. And for 2 years to teach these young guys the game.
He wants to go on a team that's got a chance at winning a Super Bowl.
He's not coming here.
Yeah, the Jets would be a good spot for him to go and play with Aaron Rodgers.
That was another team too that came up.
Yeah, maybe the Chargers, Justin Herbert. He might like that.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That would be nice. You got some good wide receivers there, man.
Didn't they draft somebody?
That offense would be the shit if the line can stay healthy.
Didn't they draft somebody? They're in with the Chargers. Didn't they draft?
Sure, they did. Yeah.
Receiver? Because I know they already had Keenan Allen and Michael Williams.
Yeah.
So with the draftee and them bringing in Hopkins, it might be a little bit crowded there.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, with those two guys injured, Mooney and Claypool, other guys are picking up, man. Dante Pettis, the guy that knows how to get open, doesn't have the best of hands. Another guy that can play special teams for you, though. I know people don't like him down on Dante Pettis, but to me, he's not terrible. For the last bottom of the roster wide receiver, I wouldn't mind having him. I'm not a fan of Equanimous. He's just a blocker to me. It's showing me nothing. He's good at blocking. And then
helps.
You didn't see his two great passes or his two great plays last year.
I
Yeah,
let's go. Roll it up.
We had them both on, Tooch.
All right. Let's show them.
Yeah, I'll show you the first one.
All right, let's go.
Stop the presses, dude.
Yeah.
You guys remember this great play?
Let's see. There it is. He's wide open. Boom.
First game of the year, and I was like, dude, this guy's going to score 8-10 touchdowns.
Where did he go?
Too.
Where did he go?
And then, of course, the infamous play, too.
How many catches did he have on the season? 3?
It kind of seems like it.
We're showing you both of them, Tooch.
It's against the Packers. Here we go. So against his old team. God bless him. There you go. Look at that. Boom.
That was his best play of the entire year.
Damn. Yeah.
So, hey,
I don't know. Maybe they're just not using him right. Yeah.
He's a blocker, man. He's the best blocker in the team. That's why he's still on the team with the contract.
Yeah.
Sophisticated Thoughts said the Chargers drafted Quentin Johnson from TCU.
Yeah,
I knew they
That's huge, man.
Oh,
I knew they did too. I couldn't think of who.
Nice ball player. Yep.
Yeah.
Swifty backs. Even Swifty says it. Fuck you, Swifty. That was for Dan.
But guys, Kitty has left the show.
I'm so happy that she knew about Okaboji. It's like makes my night.
Yeah, she's got some explaining to do, Tooch.
I was gonna change it to a different show. I said, "Fuck it, I'm just putting this on. I don't care. Leave this one on." You know?
Yeah, Shorty will be asking her about that.
Nobody's gonna know what the hell it is. So,
University of which when there's no university, and she caught it.
Yep.